Oh, and one of my cameras. Oh, wait. I guess Tanith just left. What a way to come in live. I look up at the screen and I'm missing somebody. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Tabletop Roleplay Theater. My name is Curtis, and I am your game master for today's episode of KULT Divinity Lost, the Heartland. And we are down Sabella today, but the other three have joined us here. Is he actually gone? Yeah, he is. Okay. Just double checking. He's in a different location than he usually is, so I'm not used to the new background. So I'm kind of stalling just a minute as Matt comes back. So while we're waiting for Matthew to come back, let's thank Helmgas for this awesome game of KULT. We love this new horror game. We've got 2 streams that we do here at TTRP Theater, and these are my diehard cultists that come play this game with me today. I wish Krista was here because she's probably, wherever she is missing, she's crying about not being here. I can promise you that. She loves this game. So let's just go ahead and we'll do some player introductions while we're waiting for Tanith. And let's start. I'll just introduce you guys. You can say hi because we're kind of killing a little bit of time. I don't know where he went. So let's start with Jaylee.
Hello. Do you want me to ramble to stall more, Curtis?
Yeah, introduce yourself and tell us about Daisy.
My name is Jaylee. I play Daisy Hamilton. She is the veteran. She is a badass. Oh wait, Matthew's back, so I don't need to ramble. But yeah, that's me.
All right, and he came back last week after a little hiatus, and he's back again this week. We're glad to have him, and that would be our friend Reese.
Hey people, yeah, I'm Reese. I play Dr. Robert Butwick, the Broken. It's been going through some stuff recently, but yeah, let's see what happens tonight.
The Broken always does. We have a Broken on our Manhattan, and I don't think he's had a good episode yet.
Oh boy, is he broken.
Broken all the time.
He did. Episode 14 was a good episode for him.
Oh yeah, that's right. He did have a good one, episode 14. Well, thank you, Reese, for being here. I know you're not feeling well, and it just goes to show you the power of this game that they will come crawling to the camera to play this game. And that leaves us with our friend down under, Matthew.
Hi, I'm Matthew, and I play Tanith, the prophet. And yeah, I always come crawling play this game.
Outstanding. Well, thank you, players, for coming to play this wonderful game with me this afternoon. And thanks to all of you out there live on Twitch watching us this afternoon or this evening or this morning, wherever you happen to be. We're covering all time zones today. And I also want to thank Roll20 for being our virtual tabletop. They have the character sheets for both the old version, 3rd edition of KULT, and the new 4th edition Divinity Lost that we're playing today. So you can check that out as well. All right, well then we're already kind of running a little bit late. So let's just get right into it here and pop this title reel for KULT, the Heartland. Welcome back.
Hello.
Thank you. She's getting it. Last week, I'm shooting from the hip on my recap. Dr. Butterwick had to go to an emergency situation at the water treatment plant to tend to Dr. Horn, who apparently works in an underground lab at the water treatment plant, and some creature that escaped this interesting nature-covered portal that you discovered down in this particular lab apparently ripped the doctor's arm off, which was the medical emergency that you were called there for, as a man with a missing arm. You tended to him the best that you can, reapplying the tourniquet. The ambulance was on his way, but during that process, you met Rusty, discovered the portal, while our other castmates across the small town of Providence were still dealing with the aftermath of Daisy's her issue with shooting the Sheriff Lane, Deputy Sheriff Lane. She, of course, thought he was somebody different because the illusion fucked with her mind. There's really no nicer way to put it. And so those three went to Daisy's house, where luckily she had all the makings that she needed to melt the deputy in a barrel and then load that barrel into the back of the truck. And the three of them, Daisy, Sabella, and Tanith, have taken off in Daisy's truck to join the doctor at the water treatment plant and possibly be able to dispose of their melted sheriff soup at the same time. And on their way, they saw Deputy Sheriff Lane Clark getting into his car that they did not move. And that's where the episode ended. And so we'll start there as you guys are driving out to the water treatment plant, and you just saw Sheriff Clark, Deputy Sheriff Clark. I'm assuming you don't stop.
No, that's a problem for another time.
Who's driving?
Daisy is.
Daisy, don't stop. Don't stop.
I wasn't.
I don't care what it is. Don't stop. What the fuck?
Yeah, the sheriff just kind of gives you a little, nod and a smile as you guys pass by.
Okay, the
Daisy.
fucker doesn't smile at me ever, Daisy. He never smiles at me. That's not the sheriff.
Daisy
He does
blatantly
not.
litters and tosses a cigarette butt out the window, and a to-go cup. She tosses that out too. At the stop sign, and she'll just keep driving. Yeah, we can. We'll deal with that one later. I'm not too preoccupied with that right now. We got a lot going on.
I don't know how much we've got going on, but how many of these things can we deal with?
However many we can deal with before they kill us. That's kind of how I've been living it.
Look.
They don't kill me, lung cancer will.
Well, pretty much, but not if I'm around. I could take your cancer straight out of your body and give it to someone else.
Nah, I'm fine with it.
Up to you. But what I'm more concerned about is duplicate that. They keep, I don't even know what the fuck. They keep turning up. They keep changing. They keep looking like everybody else.
Because they are everybody else.
I don't know who's the enemy, Daisy.
Exactly. I don't know how else to explain it, Hannah. But you and I, we're the aliens here. We're the people. We're living in their world.
It's the divinity. That's it.
Sure, if you want to put a
It's the divinity. look, just listen to me just for a little bit. Just, okay. Give me one paragraph, and then I'll leave you alone about this. But it's the Divinity Lost. It's the souls in the real humans is what they're after. They don't, like, okay, they have their games and all this kind of bullshit that we mentioned before, but it's the souls in the real humans. It's that spark of God that they want. And they do everything they can to make it bigger and bigger and bigger with hope and false charity and lustrous words and great idols. But what it is they're doing it just to bolster that divinity, to make it gorge, to make it. Divinity feeds on hope. When hope is large, then the feeding is good. I don't know what the fuck that doppelganger bullshit thing is. But I also don't know how to fucking tell if I'm not one or you're not one or whoever's not one. And now we're going to go to water treatment plant and ditch barrels, which we need to do. Okay, Daisy, I'm losing it. I'm getting towards. Chanting's not doing it for me, Daisy.
She slams on her brakes and wheels around and stares at you. Because I'm guessing Sabella's in the front and you're probably in the back. Tanith, I can just take you home. You don't have to be involved in this.
Home? What the fuck? Home?
You're fucking young. I don't know.
Okay, where's home?
Your tent, your car.
No, my fucking home is in Australia, in the middle of a fucked up cult that murders men just to take the blood so they can bathe the old women. I'm not going home. And now I'm here, and I'm here with you. So now I'm here with you. I'm here with you, and I'm going to be here with you because for all intents and purposes, I like you, and I like Sabella, and I don't want to see you harmed. But above that, you've got all those young girls sitting in that fucking carnage house on the hill that need to be protected as well. And no matter what you think of all my fucking practices or however I believe, you've got to give me one thing. They don't deserve what they're about to get. What do you think?
I've got a daughter too, Tanith, okay? I'm not... hate talking about shit. I'm not saying we leave the girls in the mansion, but I'm also saying that the doctor has been a good friend to me, and we should go help him first. And if you want to go ahead to the mansion, I can take you to your van right now, and you can go on your merry way, and I'll go to the doctor myself.
No.
That's up to you.
Daisy. Yeah, we need to go to the water treatment plant. We've got barrels in the back. I agree. What? You've got a daughter.
She's too old for you, Tanith.
Daisy, you know I don't want them that way. But you gave birth.
Yeah, she's got to be almost 40 by now. I don't know.
You're blessed. Daisy, you're part of God.
Is this more divinity talk? I don't. And she turns back around and starts driving again. Yeah, I have a daughter. You know, we all fuck around when you're young.
No, we don't.
Most of us do.
I never have.
Well, you were raised in a cult, so I don't know if you got much of a chance.
Oh, really?
I had a good upbringing, I think.
Tell me about
It's
it.
a lot more simple. You want a history lesson?
Well, actually, yes. I'm about to go to a house where I'm pretty sure someone's going to shoot me or carve me up. And I'm coming from a family who used to carve me up in the most bizarre way. One day I'll tell you.
You got a gun?
No. Can you teach me
Alright.
how to shoot one?
Yeah, we'll have target practice later, but and she like drives with one hand and kind of like reaches over past Sabella and opens up the glove box and finds kind of an older pistol and blows on it and holds it back to you.
And?
Just a double barrel, but it's loaded. Just hold on to it for now. I'll let you know if you need to use it.
You let me know how. Is there a safety?
It's
or
pretty
anything,
easy.
or-
Yeah. I don't. Meta, Jaylee doesn't know anything about guns, so
Okay.
Daisy.
So
Daisy
if it's
will.
like a Darrington, it's like a double barrel, and if it's gonna you cock it, it's half safety, full cock, no safety.
Well, there you go. She tells him that.
That's right.
I just had to pick a gun ho character when I.
I love it.
Anything.
Somebody completely opposite from your other character.
Yeah.
Where's your research, baby?
It only takes a couple of minutes. This is not a very large community. The water treatment plant is literally a mile away. So you're there in just a few minutes. When the ambulance came, Dr. Butterwick, just to make sure I have a couple of my bases covered in the storyline, I think I covered this in the last episode, but just to make sure, the doctor kind of came to a little bit as they were loading him up, and he gave you the message about somebody needs to care for this portal, right? I think I told you that. Okay, cool. Yeah. Then I don't have to. It was like his last words as they're loading him away, of fear that somebody is, bad things are going to happen if this portal is not tended to. And Rusty is the one who knows how to do it. If I didn't make that point clear too, he does give you that bit of advice.
He stuck his arm in the thing.
Right. Okay, very good. Usually I will rewatch my episode the day of, or this morning, but I've been trying to get anyways, never mind. I could go on and on about that. So the ambulance comes, picks up Dr. Horn and takes off. It's just a few moments later, Daisy, Tanith, and Sabella pull up into the gravel lot there at the water treatment facility. One thing that you three all notice, and I'm going to talk as if Sabella was here for the moment, is that there is a white van parked in the parking lot there at the water treatment plant.
Just out of curiosity, does it have the same license plate as last time? Does it end in H4B?
H4B, which I remember you getting that license plate. Which van was that you saw?
At the water treatment plant. I was seeing if it's the same van.
You saw it where?
Here.
Oh, at the plant? Yeah.
Still the same van.
It's the same van.
Okay.
And do I recognize this van? Guessing.
Yeah, did you see the one that was casing the Blue Rose during the storm earlier? It's that van.
Well, she'll pull up and she'll see the van. Fuck. I gotta deal with something real quick. And step out of the car before Tanith can really say much. And she's gonna go right up to the van and pound on the door.
It's empty.
Does the door open? Can she open it?
Yes, it is open.
She'll open it and she'll like peer in and look around for anybody, and then just kind of look in the van and see if there's anything of interest in there.
No, it's pretty empty. There's like a few tools and stuff scattered around. It's a bit of a cargo van. There is a little bit of some stuff in the back that you assume is like maybe some testing equipment or something. You know, dealing with water meters, you know, some just a little stuff that somebody like that might use. A map of the area is there, and some odd and ends papers that are all with the water treatment facility masthead on them.
And this was the same van that was outside of Sabella's shop?
Yeah.
Was this also the same van that I saw earlier? I think I saw another white van earlier. It like followed us for a little bit.
Yes, it is. It is the white van that anybody saw other than Tanith's.
Okay. Yeah, so she'll look around, she'll step back, close the door, and she'll take a knife out of her pocket, open it up, and slash a tire.
Yes. I love you, Daisy. That is awesome.
She'll just slash the 2 back tires.
Yeah, so, you just see the doctor at the water treatment plant with his arms in the air. What are you doing?
See? Can I see him?
Yeah, are
so
you?
You're like outside?
Yeah, I'm like on the edge where I can look at the car park because I was waiting for people to drive up. You get out your car and instantly slash a car's tires. I was like, okay.
All right, Daisy. Sure. Yeah, and after she does that, she'll put her knife away and look up and just like salute to the doctor. And she'll go back to the truck and open the door for Tanith and Sabella. All right. So we get in the barrel first. Tanith, that's your call.
Let's find where we've got to take it first. But the doctor doesn't need to know.
Okay. Do you wanna?
I'll handle it. So Tanith gets out of the vehicle and walks over to the doctor. Hey, what, you wanted us to come? What's the story?
It was, more Daisy.
Daisy's here, but we were all together at the time, so we all decided that you needed some help. We'd, come and see what's going on.
Yeah, Daisy will come up behind Tanith too, and Doctor?
We have a little bit of a problem.
I heard you got some plants.
Yeah. Just before we get onto that, you two look like shit. What have you been doing?
Fighting.
I can see that, and I'm normally used to seeing Daisy after a fight, but what have you been doing, Dennis? Why have you been fighting?
Yeah, Tanith.
You know when you get that feeling when things just disagree with you? When you get that little, like, quirk inside your stomach. Something is just not right. And then you realize what it is. It's the person standing in front of you.
Oh. I know what you mean, but I'm British. I just hold it inside until deep later depression further in life.
Well, I'm an Aussie, so I don't hold inside. I just go, get the fuck out, and then we have a fight. So it's called a brawl, but whatever.
Okay.
Doc,
I'll
on
stop.
point.
I'll stop drilling into that. Come with me. He starts walking towards the water treatment plant.
Hold on one moment. I gotta grab. I'm gonna grab some stuff for this. How big is your plant problem exactly?
How big is the cut on his face? What I received last time, because I've still got the wound.
The cut on your face, it's about 3 inches long.
Ow.
It's not incredibly deep, though. I don't think you're going to need like stitches or anything, but it's a good long, deep scratch.
He kind of shows up his face and he goes, "This was one vine that missed me."
A vine? Shit. All right. Yeah, I don't think weed killer's gonna do this one. All right, I'll grab some stuff out of my truck and I'll see you in there. Dan, can you help me?
Hang on a sec. So, as Daisy goes off, I want to have a chat to the dog. Dog.
Yes.
Why are you here?
I got a call off.
No. Why are you in this fuckhole of a town?
His eyes are like doing like the darting, like not trying to make eye contact with you. Like I just a problem back in England. It's resulted to me coming over here.
Doc, you know, I'm not an authority figure or anything. Just why?
I killed some people back.
Fuck. Drugs?
No.
You overdosed them?
No, in surgery.
Oh, you fucked up.
Yeah. I wasn't myself. I made some stupid mistakes. And it cost me dearly. Cost me everything, actually.
Well, not everything. Yeah. You're still alive.
If you can class this as living. Yeah. Okay.
Oh, don't be so pathetic. It's not that bad. Living's living. Do you breathe?
Yes.
Do you breathe?
Yes. Of course, I breathe. We all breathe.
And you feel? I'm sure that scratch on your face hurts.
No, actually, I don't feel. That's the problem.
It doesn't hurt.
Nothing hurts really anymore.
Wow.
Like I said, I don't feel myself most of the time.
Wow, Doc. That's horrible.
Like you said, it could be worse, couldn't it?
Hey, outside of that.
Yes.
Do you ever have sex?
I'm a 55-year-old man. Yes,
Well,
I've
what,
had
you
sex.
don't think 55-year-old men have sex?
Well, depends if they're married or not.
How old am I?
20?
51.
You look good for your age.
And I have, and I've never had sex. Hence why I'm so interested.
That probably explains why you got so angry earlier and had a fight.
Oh, please don't put it on that. I still wank. It makes no difference.
Jesus. Oh, okay. Good to know. Yeah.
The plant that you're talking about,
Hmm.
did it actually hurt you, or did you fall over, or how did it happen?
It'll be easier if I show it to you.
No,
Okay.
it'll be easier if you tell every single thing that you know to Daisy before she walks in. I think
I'll
it's
be going
called
in
something
first.
like tactical fucking
Well,
knowledge.
it's a room with a vine door and a pipe coming out of the ground where a vine comes out. If you go near the door, you get slapped.
How do you know you can stop it?
I don't. I can't stop it. That's why I asked for help. I fix
Oh, we're
people.
so fucked.
Don't kill things. Well, all the time.
You just told me the opposite.
Yeah. Okay. Okay.
But I won't hold it against you.
Oh, you're kinder
It's
than the
our
British
little
government.
secret.
I feel like it's not that much more of a secret anymore. A gentleman in a black suit paid me a visit, and he knew.
What? Oh, back up. What did you say? A gentleman in a black suit?
In a black suit, yes.
What was his name?
He did not tell me.
Did he make anything good happen for you?
He got me out of jail. When
Oh, you're so fucked.
should we call the deputy? He might be able to help.
I don't think he's going to help you.
I only spoke to him not 20 minutes ago.
He's in the barrel.
You-
On the back of the car.
What?
The deputy tried to shoot Daisy, so he ended up in the barrel. There is no law in the town. There is no sanity currently in this fucking town. There is nothing in this town. If you can't hold it together, then you're not going to be in this town. Just hold it together. Listen to me. I'm going to roll something, Curtis. I don't know if it's going to work, but I'm going to roll Charismatic Aura, which is soul plus whatever. I'm not sure of his disposition against me.
You're at a +1 at the minute.
Oh, okay. Well, that would have been a modifier +1, whatever that was. Ooh, I got an 18. So I want his attention fully on me. And if I can, I don't know what his disposition is already +1, so I want to raise it 1 further.
So +2, sure.
And then go, Doc, Listen, the sheriff's dead. We killed him in self-defense. We now are about to dispose of the body which you are going to help us with. Then we're going to look after your plant problem. Doc, I need you to keep it together. I know your secrets. And I'll tell you mine.
I've got two
Just
things.
keep it. What?
I might know how to get rid of what's in the barrel.
That would be good. And
But
that's
not the deputy. I spoke to him 20 minutes ago. Just before I called Daisy.
When you spoke to the deputy 20 minutes ago, did he sound completely normal?
He said he was busy, which has never happened before.
Did he say he'd been anywhere near the Blue Rose or Daisy's place?
I can't remember. I don't think he mentioned it.
I don't think that the deputy you spoke to was a real one.
But he sounded exactly like him.
There's a bit of a... Have you ever watched Doctor Who?
Yes.
You know how sometimes there's this world and sometimes there's that world and sometimes they get close in Doctor Who?
Sure. He's kind of like, what is this metaphor? Yeah.
That's the real fucking world, Doc.
So
it's happening now.
So you're saying Doctor Who is real?
Don't be a child. You know what I'm talking about. I'm saying that the idea of what he was talking about is real and it's happening now in front of your fucking face. So what's your way? How would you get rid of the body?
I don't know if you've met a gentleman.
Let's feed it to the plant.
That was the idea.
Oh, perfect. Daisy.
But yeah, just.
So you're on board, right, Doc?
Well, I don't really have a choice.
You're on board, right, Doc?
Sure. But.
You're on board, aren't you, Doc?
Yes. But...
That's it. Daisy.
She's probably saying, over, Doc? Just talking.
Yeah, Daisy,
with Sabella about something.
When you go to talk to Sabella, you realize that when you all piled out of the truck, she went over to the white van. And she is currently just sort of looking at, I don't want to say investigate because she's not really investigating. She's just sort of walking around the van, looking at it oddly.
You recognize it?
She just shakes her head.
Does it make you feel anything, Sabella?
She turns and looks at you, and she doesn't say anything, but you see her eyes are sort of welling up, and then a tear kind of creeps out one side.
Yeah, Daisy just takes a couple of steps closer to her, and she looks relatively concerned. Hey, do you snap out of it? It's just a van.
She just kind of shivers and shrugs it off and walks away, but she doesn't say anything, and she doesn't seem like she seemed 15 minutes ago.
We can take you back to the Blue Rose, Sabella. You don't have to come into the... You need to talk about something? And yeah, Daisy will, like, step after her a little bit, just vaguely trying to offer some kind of help.
Yeah, no, she finally gives you sort of an I'm fine, one of those, there's a whole bunch of shit wrong with me, but I'm not going to get into it at this particular moment, sort of I'm fines.
All right. And Daisy lights a cigarette and hands it to her.
She takes it, and you notice her hands are shaking just a little bit.
You want a shot of whiskey too?
She looks at you with... the look is she doesn't quite understand what you just said.
I mean, all right, you don't have to drink. I guess it's kind of mid-afternoon, but let me know. I mean, I don't want to bug you, but I'm going to ask one more time. Are you sure you're okay?
I'm fine, but there's something's not right here.
Yeah, I'd say. What do you want to do? Do you want to come in? Do you want to go back home?
I'm fine. Let's go.
All right. I'll take your word for it.
She seems like she wants to go along, but you can definitely sense something is off.
Yeah, Daisy will like stare at her for a while and then reach out and just like give her shoulder a firm squeeze. Just stay close to me, all right?
She gives you a sideways half nod.
All right. And then Daisy gives her a very curt, firm nod and drops her hand and goes to the car to get her like hedge clippers and her makeshift flamethrower and
Yes.
big old shotgun. And she'll hand the hedge clippers to Sabella.
She takes them.
And walk on back to the doctor and Tanith. All right, so what's the chain of events here? Are we getting rid of our waste first, or taking care of Butterwick's little gardening problem?
If waste refers to the body and the barrel, then sure.
Tanith?
Last I heard was you hand the hedge clippers to...
Yeah, she handed the hedge clippers to Sabella and then walked back up to Tanith and Butterwick and asked if they're getting rid of the waste first or taking care of the plant.
Oh, yeah, Daisy.
So I see you, I'm not even gonna try to fucking flavor the language with lying. You caught the doctor up to speed. You told him there's a damn body in my truck?
Yep.
Okay.
He's
does he?
He's fine.
So
And Tanith will as he says capiche, he'll just wink at Daisy. He's capiche.
I'm not French. All right, so we getting rid of that first?
Yeah, the doctor reckons he's got a good way to do it. Let's hear it. I'm not sure yet, but it might be better.
We're just gonna dump it in the water and let the filtration take over.
Well,
just come with me downstairs. Let me show you everything. Then you'll understand the scale that we're working with.
All right.
It's really hard to explain what's going on here. Okay?
How are we going to get the barrel down the fucking stairs, though? I'm not big on carrying the fucking thing. And if we roll it, it's going to break. I swear to God, it'll break open, spill out, and yeah, it's not going to be fun.
They've probably got a stair lift downstairs. It's fine. We'll deal with that later. Leave the barrel. We'll just follow me, and I'll lead them towards the basement.
Daisy, do we follow him downstairs? Yeah. Good. Oh, hey, hang on, Daisy. This, okay. The weapon you gave me, I still don't know what to do. Like, okay, do I pull it back now, or when you say do it now, Tanner?
Just when you feel like you should do it. Just aim, turn the safety off, fire. It'll have a little bit of kickback though, so watch for that. Guns are simple, almost too simple for some idiots that use them.
Hand of God.
I've got knives if you'd rather have that.
I'm not good with either. I'm not even good with the fist. The only thing I'm good with is my tongue.
Well, maybe we'll need that. Who knows if this is a talking plant.
You're an old bird, but you've got... I swear to God.
I got no time for the flirtatious remarks, Tanith. I don't give a fuck about your tongue skills.
You've
Can we go
got
downstairs
a
already?
Daughter, Daisy.
Yes.
That you have long forgotten.
I haven't.
Or you've tried to long forget. How about you think about the important things that you have in your life? Am I important?
She's
no.
Better off without me. Is
Sabella important?
Yes.
Why? Why the fuck is she more important than your daughter?
You don't know me.
I don't presume to. I'm just asking the question.
You know, I'm going to go help. I'm going to help the doctor with his problem. I don't feel like we should be talking about this right now when we got a potentially human-eating plant in a basement.
I think this is one of the reasons
we should talk about
that you
my
see
feelings, Tanith.
Because your feelings kill people, Daisy.
And you know what also kills people? This fucking plant.
Not
Tanith.
Yet.
And she'll rush past you and...
What about your friend that you said was a good talker?
Yeah, well, he's dead.
What did he say?
She doesn't answer that.
When you guys...
Daisy, I like you.
I don't know why.
Daisy, you're a mom, right? I knew you were a mom before I even known you. You're the mom You're a protector. You may not be the birthing type, and you may not be the nurturing type, and you may not be the fucking any type, but you protect.
Kenneth, if you don't just follow me downstairs right now, I will punch you in the face.
Can I get a kiss first?
No.
Okay, I'll follow you.
Rusty comes out of the control room and jumps in front of the door, and he's kind of looking at you, Dr. B, and all of you at the same time. You guys aren't going down there, are you? You're not supposed
Rusty, to. God damn it.
You didn't tell him about this?
See, you know what happens if we don't deal with this every day. This is how we deal with it.
I just got to feed it. As long as I feed it every day, it'll be fine.
I put my hand on his shoulder and go, you can't feed it every day because you'll die. There has to be more than one, Rusty.
How long has this been happening, Rusty?
It's been several months now.
You're an idiot.
What are you feeding it?
Well,
keep an eye out. Okay.
All right.
What are you feeding it, Rusty?
Me?
What the fuck? Are you... Oh, my God. Okay.
I make a lot
Go
more
away.
money. All right.
How much?
Double.
Double what?
Well, I make $10 here an hour watching the water plant. So
and they give you $20 if you feed the beast.
Yeah.
Who?
Who pays you, Rusty?
I get paid by the county. Well,
County?
Retech, Retech Labs owns the facility, so my checks actually come from them, but the money is supposed to be coming from the county. Water bills and,
And the county pays you double to feed yourself to a... Do you ever think there was something wrong with that? Like maybe you should file a damn report or something?
No, you like the money.
Well, man, I'm going to get myself in trouble for even have told you this.
You're already in trouble. You're feeding yourself to a fucking demon, you fool. And I'm going to use a roll against him, but I want to use it in a negative way.
All right.
Where am I? Just going to bring up roll 20. Sorry, they're breaking character.
Oh, you're all good. Roll 20's been acting fussy
Ooh,
for days
it's only
now.
a 13.
What were you doing?
Oh, I'm doing the same again. Charismatic aura.
Oh, you like that?
But
one,
this
don't
one's
you?
13, 14. It's all the same. Choose one option. My option is I'm going to catch the stranger's attention. No, I'm not. I'm going to change their disposition towards me, but I want it to be negative.
Okay.
And I'm going to go Rusty. Rusty. You are flesh. You're a piece that they are going to consume if you don't fucking run. Right now. They're going to eat you.
He kind of goes white.
Run!
You said run?
Now. Run!
He does. And turns and flees from the building.
And I'm going to yell, "Don't ever come back, you fucking fool!"
This is where he works.
And where he works is going to kill him, Daisy. They're going to feed him to a monster. Do you want to feed him?
You don't.
If that's what he
you've just done.
chooses.
This is going to be a problem now, Tanner.
Why?
You'll see. That's why I tried to explain stuff first. But now we have to be reactive instead of proactive. Come on.
Well, isn't that better? Oh, come on, mate. You stuck-up British prick. Just be a little bit fluid in the way we solve problems.
By solving one problem, you might have created a few, too. Is what the doctor is saying, I think.
So
I understand. And yes, I do react quickly. But I have no regrets. And I will not. Okay, now I will. Okay, if I did the wrong thing, I apologize. But I thought it was the right thing to get him out of here before he get fed to a fucking plant.
It was funny.
yeah, okay. And he starts taking off his blazer and rolling up his sleeves. Like,
No, you're not going to get fed to a plant either.
No. But I need to.
No. Does it drink blood? Tell me, does it drink blood?
Yeah.
Then it will take mine.
No, I'm
And
not.
Tanith will pull up his sleeve, and you will see, as he pulls up his sleeve, you'll see scars, little tiny scars, all the way up and down his arm, on the inside of his arm. He does the other one, the same, all up and down the inside of the other arm.
Are you crazy? I wasn't going to feed myself to the plant. I was making it so I can move more freely.
Oh, I thought you were going to give blood to it. Oh, fuck. Well, sorry.
It's just there and just like, what? What solution would that... Okay.
He's ready to go, man. He's 100% in.
Okay. Nobody's feeding anybody to the plant. Okay, everybody clear? He's looking at everybody clear.
Crystal.
Okay, come on. He's going down the stairs. He just keeps looking at Tanith like, you crazy bastard.
Yeah, Daisy will kind of follow behind and have Sabella in front of her so she can keep an eye on her.
Tanith's playing with his pistol, trying to work out if it's a 1 shot, 2 shot, 3 shot, 4 shot. And then he puts it back in his pocket. 2 shot. It's a Derringer. So he's looking at the Derringer. And he puts it back in his pocket.
I probably
Going
wouldn't
down...
shoot down here. Oh, sorry.
No, that's all right. Go ahead.
Yeah, he probably, like, as he sees like Tanith and people getting guns out, I probably wouldn't shoot down here. This is a water treatment plant. There's probably explosives.
Don't worry. If I shoot anything, it's probably going to be myself. I've never used one in my life.
And then the doctor puts his hand on his shoulder. Okay, but don't put it in the mouth. That fails majority of the time.
No, unless you have a mouthful of water.
Okay.
Daisy hears the slight bit about it probably being explosive and frowns and puts her hairspray in her backpack. Like, God damn it.
As you descend the stairs, those who have not been here pick up that sort of this wet, sort of musty smell. The humidity starts to increase as you just one flight of stairs down into this smallish basement. Everything is kind of dirty. Any metal that's in the room has got a little bit of rust in places. Certainly any of the conduit pipes, things like that you see are going to be rusty that are in there. On the wall opposite the room is a door frame set in the wall And springing from the edges of that door frame, or what's beyond the door frame that kind of comes out from the edges, is vines. Lots and lots of these thin vines with bright green leaves that grow up and have kind of stretched out onto the wall a little bit. There is what looks to be like this black sort of membrane substance that is covering the portal of the doorway, and then you see that trail of vines that seem to be wrapped around some sort of pipe or conduit that come out from the wall right next to that doorway, and then to the center of the room about 12 feet, and then straight up into the air at a 90-degree angle, where you see the opening of the pipe. It's kind of rusty looking, but the vines have grown all the way down it, and then you see flowers and sort of a bushiness of the vines at the top of that pipe.
Okay. So, don't, like, can he, like, kind of, like, does a line with his finger, don't walk past there. That pipe is where Rusty fed himself to the creature. Something comes out and attaches to his arm. Don't know what it is. I've never seen it before. I walked up to that door and something swung out at me and caused the cut. I don't know if I'm just going crazy. I feel like I am more and more every day, but something's not right here.
So we gotta try to find a way to get rid of this without setting it on fire, which was all of what my plans were initially.
Why can't we just set it on fire?
We're gonna set the whole place on fire.
Yeah, I'm not an engineer and I'm not a chemist, but I feel like a water treatment plant has some explosive materials in it.
Could we feed him the goo? Will that poison it?
I don't know. That was my idea. Well,
not half bad.
From what Dr. Horn told me.
All right. Do we need to open the barrel or just throw the barrel in?
We'll need to bring the barrel down first, but the Dr. Horn.
I want to see how it feeds.
Okay, but
I want to see if it can feed on me.
Okay, and I'll point you
have
to
a field day with that one.
So Tennant's going to go over to the pipe at the end that he explained, where Rusty did the feeding. But he's going to take off his pants.
Yep. Okay.
What your pants?
Shh, Daisy. Quiet.
I don't.
He's going to take off his pants, and then he's going to bare his thigh, and he's going to put his thigh as close as he can to that pipe.
When your bare thigh gets over close to that pipe, are you using the inside of your thigh or the outside? I suppose the outside.
Inside. No, inside.
You're getting right up close and personal.
Well, because when they see him take his clothes off, he's covered in these tiny scars. Like, pretty much everything that they can see outside of the tattoos or even on the tattoos is covered in these little tiny, like, quarter-inch scars.
When you get up to that bush of vines where the conduit steps up and you put your thigh up close to it, doesn't seem like anything happens for just a second, but you notice the leaves, the vines twitch a little bit, and so you hold your thigh there a little bit longer, and then without any warning at all, these vines from that sort of bushiness at the top of the pipe lash out and just tighten around your thigh, several of them, and so you've got all of these vines that sort of grant and pull you in close with some pretty interesting strength. I mean, they're thin vines. They're not like big grapevine type things. They're very thin, like you might have a house plant in your house or something. But with incredible strength, they grab you and it pulls you up close. And then you hear this sort of wet, slithering sound coming up quickly through that conduit. And from your angle, you can kind of hear the air that's in there sort of, if you've ever listened to a hose or something, as the water is coming, it's an interesting sound. And so that happens. And then this sort of translucent tendril comes out, and it's got sort of like little small tentacle ends on the very tip of it. Sort of this milky white, almost translucent. You can kind of see through it, and it latches on to your thigh, and you feel a piercing of your flesh, and then a sense of ecstasy. It actually feels good once you've gotten past this little bit of pain. And now,
after
you
I
start to think
feel
about
the
it,
ecstasy,
the pain doesn't seem to be too bad either.
after I feel the ecstasy, can I pull away?
No,
No.
not without.
Do I
like,
want to pull away?
You don't.
Don't.
No,
Then
the
I'll
ecstasy
just-
doesn't stop.
Oh my fucking god. Oh.
Having a moment? Doctor, is he gonna eat? Oh, the doctor's not here. Daisy would ask if this plant is just gonna like eat all of Tanith. But she's mostly just like sitting back watching and shaking her head like, this fucking dumbass. Why is he feeding himself? Like, I'm just gonna let him.
It only lasts for about 4 or 5 minutes.
4 or 5 minutes of that shit. That's insane.
Yeah.
That's better than hentai.
for you, yes, you're having an experience. You can see a red fluid going through what you saw come out, the tendril that came out of the tube. So you know that it's taking his blood. That's obvious. And then after a few minutes, it releases you, Tanith, and disappears back down the tube. And then the vines release your thigh.
During that time, it was hooked up to me.
Yes.
Did I get any sense of sentience or memory or dream or anything? Like, you know what I'm asking?
Yes. There were no mental pictures, but you did feel connected to a life force. And you being the halfway intelligent, aware person that you are, can probably tell that it gave you that sense of pleasure, and you're not sure whether it was like a defensive mechanism or just a ploy to keep its prey in place. But there was a definite life or some force behind your experience.
But it was a life.
Yes.
It wasn't like an anti-life, like a demon. It was a life.
No, a complete life.
Okay.
Do you see what I mean now?
Yes. Oh, fuck yes. This
It really sucked you dry, didn't it, Tanith?
No, you don't
Really had a
understand.
moment there, Tanith.
Whoa, Daisy, stop. You can't kill it. You can't kill it.
And let it grow and then eat everybody and cause them to
Well, yes and no.
put the whole town of Providence into an
What does a
orgasm.
tick do? What does a tick do?
Weird, Tanith.
What
That
does a
was
tick
fucking
do?
weird.
What does a flea do? What does a mosquito do?
Latches onto you, takes your blood, and gives you disease.
Bingo.
Yes. But what would happen if we didn't have them?
The world would be a better
Less
place.
disease.
Would it?
I feel like mosquitoes have no benefit to society.
Mosquitoes have one of the most prevalent diseases that affect rats.
Mosquitoes' primary function is to get eaten by more important things. I'm going to go get the barrel and we're going to kill this thing. We're not letting it stay here.
I
don't care how much it got you off. Go read a magazine for that.
Are you going to pull your trousers up as well?
I don't get off. I don't ejaculate. I don't get aroused. I don't get off.
All right.
I don't ever. And Tanith now, like he had his underpants on, but now he just pulls them straight down and drops his underpants straight to the ground. And what you see is that he's like a normal man, but his penis is completely tattooed red. Completely red. But it's a bright red and covered in tiny little scars from top to bottom.
I feel like I wouldn't notice this because I wouldn't just go, yes, let's look at that penis in detail.
Yeah. And then
Daisy just sees red and she actually like yelps.
Says,
like you've never heard a sound come out of her before. She's like, ah!
He says, I don't ejaculate, I bleed. And this creature is the same. Standing there with no clothes on.
Friend, have you been tested? That's normally a problem.
What are you talking about? No. It's... Okay. Can we just step back?
We can have a normal conversation as soon as you put your underwear back on.
No. I can talk to this creature. I can talk. I know I can.
Yeah. I'm gonna step forward and try to yank Tanith away from this pipe, and also try to force his underwear back onto him. Just like muttering to herself the whole time, like, "What the fuck are you?"
Okay.
Are you resistant to that, Tanith?
No, I'm not resistant at all. No.
Okay.
Do that.
Tanith's not resistant to being yanked. It's okay.
No. Especially by Daisy.
Or a plant. Daisy or a plant.
No, I love it. I'm not interrupting this moment for all the coffee in the world.
As he's being pulled, it's going, Daisy, I've been right before. You've seen it. And I think I'm right again. I was right with the fucking blood shit with the girl. And I'm right with this plant.
Sabella.
You need to trust me.
After yanking his underwear on, she turns around and looks at Sabella. Your feeling, is it about this plant?
Sabella is standing at the bottom of the stairs to the lab and is about faced. Her back is to you. She is looking up the stairs as if she hasn't seen anything that you guys did. Her mind is someplace else.
Does Tanith see this at all?
Yeah, she's in there in the room with you. She came down with you, but she just hasn't. You guys got to do your thing.
The threat's not here. The threat's out there. Daisy, this is going to help. That is going to kill. The plant's going to help. I know it's going to help, Daisy. By my God, it will help.
Oh,
it is
okay.
in trust in blood. We know who is with us. When blood is with us, we know how we desire.
Butterwick, will you
when
help
desire is with us, we know how
Butterwick,
it
will
works.
you help
when
me
it
get
works,
the
we know
thing out of
how
my
it
truck,
goes.
please, so we can destroy this motherfucker?
You're not going to
Okay.
destroy this plant, Daisy.
Tanif.
This isn't a garden, Tanith. This isn't a potato plant or some
No,
kind of
it's
sunflower.
not.
This is a fucking plant that will eat people, and it's something
This
not from our
is
world, and so
a
it's something that has to die.
It's a god.
Yeah. At this point, the doctor walks up to both of you and is like, calm down.
Fuck off, Doctor. You don't even know what you're breaking onto.
I'm gonna punch
Daisy.
Tanith in the face.
Yes! Outstanding.
I'm gonna roll for violence.
I have inspired PvP.
What?
What do I roll?
A 10. You
How do
need
I
to
roll a
roll.
10? I have a +4.
Wow. Yeah, because it's red. Because you, you rolled like a 1 or something. Tanith, you need to. Let me pull up my player moves real quick. You need to avoid harm.
Avoid.
Casey rolls to engage in combat.
Sorry, is that on? Oh, it's on page 2.
Oh no, it's not gonna. Yeah. No, page 1. Let's see. Avoid harm is.
Oh, got it.
Got it. Reflexes. Yeah, because even with a 10,
take that, Daisy.
She still gets the punch in, so you do get punched.
Okay.
And
do I have a
see.
reaction at all?
Yeah, you can react.
Okay. I will do charismatic aura on Daisy.
Is there any tell with this?
She's gonna
When it
reel
does this?
back to try to punch you again. Like, she's got one of her hands has your shirt furled up, and she's got her fist, and it's going back for another one.
Before
So
the
I'll go through-
charismatic aura thing, is there a tell
Yeah.
when he's doing it? Like, can people tell that he's doing it?
Is there a wind up for your charismatic aura, Tanith?
Well, yeah, there would be. I believe that charismatic aura would either be like a constant stare, or words, or a movement. So yeah, definitely a wind up.
Yeah, so he'll kind of grab Tanif and like push him apart and just like, stop. And he looks at Tanif, knowing what he's done because he's done it twice. And the doctor at this point, don't.
Does the doctor know that I have done it to him, or does it just happen?
That's a really good question. He
See, this is the problem with playing with role players who've been doing it for a long time.
Yeah. Because you are all aware, then that means that you are aware that there are other things out there, powers and places, to summarize. And so he, being an intelligent man, probably when you used it on him once, when he suddenly had this change of heart, I'm going to say that he may not have known that you... It was like no tell. I think we lost Tanith. He's like, oh, there. Yeah, it was like the longest drink I ever seen you take in my life.
Make the call, Curtis. I would say make the call. Make the call.
I feel like
Yeah.
Daisy would recognize it too.
What was the
She's
call?
dealt with it.
He knows you're going to do something, and he thinks
Okay.
it might be that.
So what have you done, Doc?
Got in the way of your eyesight between them. So I've stepped in the middle.
Okay, so you broke it.
Yeah, he blocked your vision.
Okay. Oh damn! What happens now?
Now,
Calm down.
yeah, go ahead, Doctor.
Yeah, just calm down, both of you. We just need to come up with a solution, and both fighting each other will not solve anything. The other doctor, Dr. Horn, told me bad things will happen if this doesn't get fed every single day. And
so I told you we can't kill the plant. Leave it. That's
not
it.
what I'm saying.
Feed it.
But
You hear Sabella scream.
Oh, fuck.
Daisy will go to her.
She's still looking up the stairs.
It's not us we should be scared of. It's out there.
I'm heading up the stairs. They're still
She
gonna
stops you. No, yeah, Sabella kind of grabs you and prevents you from going up the stairs, and she says, "It's coming."
What's coming, Sabella?
That's all she says. She is white. Her eyes are wide. She is shaking in fear and staring up the stairs.
Here,
and
Daisy
she
will
just
find
says it's coming.
some surface for Sabella to sit on. We'll deal with the plant later. And she'll look up the stairs and just like kind of prepare herself, and she'll stare up the steps.
What's everybody else doing?
Doc,
right.
if we can...
What?
If you can take a piece of the plant, can we get a bit of the plant? Just a little bit. I need this plant, Doc. I really, really
Tanith, I swear to fucking God, Tanith.
Daisy, just wait. You'll find out later what I'm on about, but I need a piece of this plant. Can you get a bit? When I put my arm in again on my thigh, take a piece of it. Can you do it, Doctor?
Sure. Well, the easiest way would be to get it from the door. And he looks at the door.
How would that be easy?
I think that's where it is, behind that door.
Yeah, but it's not controlled then. At least it's controlled here. I'm not going to be so stupid I'm going to walk up in front of the fucking membrane and it lashes out and scratches you like it did you.
Well, if we can catch the membrane, we can get something off it.
I think we need to get off the plant problem and focus on something else real quick, okay?
Why? What's wrong?
Sabella,
Daisy.
We can argue about this later, but there's something outside.
The storm?
I don't know if it's a storm, but there's something, and I trust Sabella.
Would I be able to roll Daredevil perception to be able to try and keep your eyes open, discover a threat before it discovers you?
Yes.
Ooh, handy.
Wow.
Let's see if I actually roll it.
Roll plus perception.
Yeah. Where are you? Perception, there we go. 14. Yeah. Sweet.
So you get 2 edges.
Yeah, so the first one will get used with the keep the eyes out and discover a threat before it discovers you. Do I hear anything?
Yeah, you hear what sounds to be another vehicle pulling up into the gravel parking lot outside.
There's somebody's come here. It might be the deputy, but we can't lock ourselves in this room. And he points at the door, which we walk past to get into the room. And like you mentioned last session, it's got a massive handprint which has like crushed the door open. So something got out of here at some point. It might be coming back.
Daisy? Daisy?
What?
The door. Look at the handprint on the door.
I see it.
People are coming. Does this work? Seriously? Okay, and Tanith is fiddling with the little pistol you gave him. Get
She's
ready.
gonna go to you, and she's pissed. She's pissed at you, and she'll yank the pistol out of your
fuck.
hand
And
give you a pocket
you want me to
knife
fight
instead.
or not?
I don't think you should have this right now because you're not making much sense lately. You never really did, but right now, like, you're.
If you want me to stop a crowd of people from murdering someone, I can. If you want me to stop one individual person from being unhappy or sad, I can. But if you want me to stop a bullet, I can't. And you know no one can. But if you want me to stop a creature coming in that door to hurt Sabella, I can help.
At this point, I just want you to stand back, and I will do it myself.
Then you better fucking tool up, baby, because they're coming through that door in about 13 seconds.
What do you think I've been doing while you've been over there trying to get a piece of a goddamn plant? And she'll like step
I still want the fucking plant.
And
You're not killing the plant, Daisy.
See at the ready at the steps, and she's livid. She is angry. But yeah, she'll wait for whatever it is to come down the stairs. She'll kind of like step to the side in the shadows a little bit.
You hear what you think is the front door of the water treatment facility open. You hear footsteps on the tile floor upstairs. Boots or dress shoes, perhaps. And then you hear, "Hello?" And it's the unmistakable voice of Deputy Sheriff Lane Clark. "Rusty?"
Daisy
Hello?
will gesture to them to be quiet.
No, Tanith will say, "Stand your intentions." What are your intentions?
Shut up! Deputy, we're downstairs.
You hear him
Not
go.
the fucking deputy.
And the door opens
know
at
that,
the top of the
Tanith.
stairs. You can hear the footsteps coming down the stairs. If you are there looking up, then you can see Deputy Sheriff Lane Clark descending the steps.
So as he
she'll
he makes
out.
each footstep, Tanith is going to go each footstep. He's going to say 1, 2. Of every Lane Clark footstep, it's going to be 1, 2, 3,
Right.
and he's going to say those numbers. 1, 2.
Daisy, what was your reaction?
4.
Yeah, she's gonna step out into the bottom of the stairs and look at him for a while. And what are you doing here?
He's looking at you and he's coming down. He's got a bit of a smile on his face, and you notice that his gun's out of his holster.
Yeah, I'm rolling for something.
Nah, either you are or I am, because Tanith's just going to shoot him straight with that Derringer with no skill whatsoever.
Daisy did take it away from you and give you a knife, unless you...
Oh, you did? Oh,
yeah.
bugger. You took my gun away!
Ooh, 21.
And you don't have a shot at the moment because Daisy's kind of standing in the way.
So I'm going to use my ice cold.
Yes.
That gives me 3 edges. And I want to do multiple things.
Go for
So
it.
I want to use one of my edges to maneuver into a better position. So Daisy sees this gun, she sees the smile, she sees Lane, and she bolts up the stairs 2 at a time and meets him halfway. I want to manage to catch something and just like grab the gun out of his hand, toss it down the stairs, and I want to grab Lane Clark by the hair and I want to drag him down the stairs and feed him to this plant.
All right.
That's one way to deal with this scenario.
Yeah. Well, you got a 21 on ice cold. Why don't I have ice cold up here?
And I basically used all of the edges to do all of that.
So, yeah, all right. As you are dragging him down to the plant, he begins to fight you, obviously. But you sense that this is not the same Lane Clark that you knew before. There's something else about the way it's reacting and the way it's looking and just the responsive sounds that it makes when you start your attack. I mean, there's a flurry of action as this happens. Daisy just kind of goes into action and incapacitates his gun, grabs him and starts hauling him down. But as you get close to that plant is when the deputy really starts to thrash around. And then you get it closer to the plant. And you can start to hear noises from beyond the membraned portal. And these noises are, I don't know, clicking, chittering movements, odd sort of natural sounds, things that are going on, sort of muffled though, because they are behind a thing. The sheriff lets out this sort of primal scream as you put its arm up to the plants, and he turns to look at you, and you see his eyes are black. He doesn't have human eyeballs anymore. The vines don't take the arm. They do move. And like I said, you can kind of hear activity of some natural sort, some sounds of creatures or plants or some sort of movement that's happening on the other side of the portal. The sheriff is still sort of screaming out this oddly sounding inhuman sound, is still fighting you, and at the moment the vines don't take the arm. But he is thrashing and is about to get violent.
Yeah, if they don't take the arm, she's still got a handful of hair, and she's gonna find like the nearest wall and just bash his head against it.
Roll act under pressure.
$14.
You grab him, rush him towards the door, and he's putting up a fight. He's kind of strong. It's only your years of hard-ass daisiness that give you the strength to combat this at the moment. And when you pull his hair back to give him the slam against the wall, a giant chunk of hair and flesh just pulls right off his head, and you break that momentum. You never get to slam, because when you pull back to do the shove, you just rip off a chunk, and you see like this black skull is exposed from the patch that you have just ripped off. And now I need you to avoid harm.
Whoa. 13.
13. Hang on a second. Where my moves go?
Does it look like Lane 2 is trying to hurt Daisy at this point? Like he's going to be violent towards her?
Oh yeah. He's fighting back now.
Would I be able to use one of my advantages, get the jump on them, harm your opponent before they can react?
You most certainly can. What do you want
Just
to
to
do?
try and stop him from whatever he's about to do to Daisy. Just jump at him.
Yeah, so you don't even have to roll for it. You can just tell me what you want to jump in and do.
Yeah, so like, is he just looks like he's going to punch her or something like that along them lines?
Yeah, I'm going to kind of as a slow motion sort of thing. This is what's happening. She is, holy shit, I've got this stuff in my hand, and it is just now beginning to recognize, okay, the situation is stepping up from what it was, and the creature is in mid backhand swing as it is turning around to wail on Daisy.
Okay, yeah, so I'll just run across and tackle it to the ground.
So yeah, Dr. Butter, as you've lost
at the same time that they're doing this, Tanith, who is completely non-physical, will start going, and they shall break bread. They shall break bread with the ones of us, and bread shall be broken with the flesh of the others. And the others shall be the women, and the women shall be the men, and the men shall be the others. And then the bread shall be broken, and it will be broken upon them. You just start screaming and ranting.
In the background, you've got, this sort of
gospel choir, just praying.
Yeah, let me ask you, Tanith, is that from any particular ceremony or practice?
Yes.
That's meant to do anything?
It's meant to give strength to women.
Outstanding. The creature gets tackled. Well, it's still Lane. As you tackle it, Dr. Robert Butterwick, when there's a bit of a struggle, you get face to face with it as it turns to look at you, and you see that some of the flesh has torn and peeled away from its face in the struggle, exposing some sort of black skull or hard surface beneath, as if the skin of Lane Clark was just some sort of exterior covering.
Yeah, when the doctor sees that, he just kind of like pushes off whatever this is, and he doesn't really know how to process what's like. He's just starting to like freak out basically, and he's just pushes himself off. And just, Daisy, what is that? What is it? His face is coming off.
Yeah, if the doctor gets off of him, she doesn't answer. She's in like some kind of mode right now, and she'll take a moment to take the scalp she has and just fucking toss it at Tanith to try to get him to shut up. And as soon as the doctor's off of him, she'll get on Lane, like mounting him as he's on the ground, and she'll get her knife out and just stab down right on his face.
Roll for violence. When you...
10? No!
Okay, so the sheriff is starting, once the doctor gets up, the sheriff starts to get on all fours, like he's on his hands and knees. That's when Daisy jumps on and comes down with the knife. As I'm trying to find my... engage in combat. I said violence. A 10. So you You do get to jump in. Oh, now everybody scrambled on me.
Sorry.
Oh no!
Oh, that's okay. That's all right. I can fix it.
I don't know why it dropped out.
It does that sometimes. Zoom's a little weird.
And it wouldn't let me join again.
Oh, weird. It's done weird things like that. We had Tamara showed up twice one time, and that was like the biggest, most confusing thing to. Anyways, so Daisy, you jump on Lane Clark's back as this. I'm going to call it that for now. The creature Lane Clark, as it's on all fours, and you bring the knife down and drive it to the hilt into the back of this creature. And now I need you to avoid harm. Because it is...
Oh my god, I'm not rolling great. 9.
It is throwing you off of its back as it stands up with just like this incredible force and tosses Daisy off of its back and lets out this scream that you now are for sure that this is not a human Lane Clark from the noise that it just made. And Daisy, you're not gonna get any harm, but it does throw you back, and you land 10 feet behind with a smack on the floor.
Yeah, she loses her breath for a moment. She's probably not going to get up for a little bit.
Yeah, the doctor's like backing into a corner at this point, just panicking.
Tanith is going to walk forward. You shall take whatever you want, have whatever you wish, be whatever you are, but dissolve into the nothing. He's just going to start ranting. But in the middle of his ranting, it's only one creature, yes?
Yes.
In the middle of ranting, again, I'm going to use charismatic order. Even though we are small little creatures of nothingness, you can turn us and twist us and do what you will. But think of it benign. Be quiet and issuance. Maybe give us a little kiss on the cheek once in a while. I'll roll now. Better
than a 9.
Always better than a 9. 12
it is better than a 9. You get one option.
Oh, one option. To change the disposition. Definitely.
It is.
No, wait. So, what is actually happening right now?
Right now, the creature has just sort of stood up in one motion after taking a knife to the back, tossed Daisy backwards 10 or so feet, and is now making this screeching noise as it is reaching back for that knife, trying to get at the knife that is still stuck in its back.
Does it seem that knife hurt it like more than a knife would in a creature that size?
It sounds like it is in pain, but it was a pretty big knife, wasn't it, Daisy? I mean, is this like a survival knife or a hunting knife?
Yeah.
It's like a good 8 to 10 inch blade probably, and it is
it's a fucking short sword.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it is
basically
to the hilt in this creature's back.
Okay. I think
a human probably would have put down, but it is not going down.
Straight through. It'd be straight through and poking at the other side.
Yeah.
I think that I'm going to do something else. Daisy, I'm going to throw it to you, and I'm going to say, I want to catch the stranger's attention, and they become curious. No.
What is it that you're wanting to do?
Okay, what I want to do is the creature to now become focused on me.
Okay.
And become focused on me and take all attention away from Daisy and everyone else in the room and just become focused on me.
You can do that. With
and I'll
your
do
aura.
that by doing my chanting and
it does.
Mind, animal, mind. Watch them choose them, watch them grow. Okay, they come. Watch them grow. Animal, mind. And I'll just do the chant.
In the midst of that, it actually turns to face you and is still kind of clawing at that knife in its back, but you can see that now the flesh and clothes have started to loosen and give way. There was the tear from the back of the head and the some of the face that was peeling off from the scuffle with Dr. B, and now that it's turned to face you, the visage of Lane Clark is cracked and peeling and basically sloughing off of this black, hard, skeletal looking creature.
Oh, my beautiful thing. I know you.
Yeah.
And it is completely focused on you.
Yeah. As it turns around to look at Tanith, is Daisy close to me?
Come closer.
She got launched, didn't she?
Yeah, you guys are pretty close to each other.
Okay. Like, just out of pure, like, just determination, the doctor like pushes himself out of the corner that he was just freaking out of whatever this is, just to run over to Daisy to see if she's okay and try and pick her up.
You're muted, Daisy.
She'll like kind of shove
Daisy.
you away from her a little bit when you get fine. Get Sabella and get Tanith. I'm gonna fucking blow this place up. And like she's reaching around trying to find the shotgun that she brought with her and like set somewhere on the ground.
Okay. Yeah, where is Sabella? Out of curiosity.
She sat down when Daisy sat her down, but when you look around, you don't see Sabella in the room.
She might be.
You assume she fled up the stairs.
Well,
Did
do you
she
need
like
help with this?
Yeah, you assume she took off out of the room.
I think Daisy probably would have kept an eye on her if she could have. I mean, she only has one eye, but
yeah, you only had one. And,
one eye.
And
there's a lot to look at.
And you were fussing with a pissed off Lane Clark creature.
Yeah.
Tanith, I'm curious about your conversation with this beast. What were you saying to it? You're muted.
You.
Oh, there you go.
Am I muted?
No, you're good.
Okay. Many lives you've had, many lives we've had. You've crossed me. You've been crossed. What do you want from these people? What do you want from us? Let us give you what you want, or let us at least understand. Just let us understand. And I'm doing this using the aura.
The creature is curious about you and is slowly stepping your way as you speak to it.
Further. It is only a little further. Your master just knows a little tile a little tail and a little tile. Blood is what you wish, isn't it? Just a bit. And now Tanith wants to turn his head and just mouth at Daisy. Fuck off. A little further, my darling. No more. Just a little further.
The deputy is getting closer to you. It's not that far away. The skin from its arms and hands have mostly fallen off, revealing these long, skinny, black, shiny fingers that come to a point like a claw. It almost seems as the skin starts to come off, the creature expands a little bit in size, like it was squeezed into the shape of Lane Clark. And it will go as getting up face to face with you, Tanith.
And Tanith will put his arms out and he'll hug the rotten flesh and bones and everything else and go, now, little one. It's okay. Shh. It's time to rest. It's time to die. It's your time. Shh. And then lay him down and just go, sleep, sleep, sleep.
Well, you rolled well enough to get it up to you. But I don't think you're not going to get the sleep. What you're going to have to do for me now is avoid harm.
Okay.
I didn't want to ruin the moment, but
But
I feel like if that thing got face to face with Tanith, Daisy would most definitely shoot it in the back.
okay.
But then again, Tanith's done some weird things in the past.
Yeah, but this is a spooky creature.
So was that your engage in combat, your 16 that you rolled?
Yeah.
Okay. So here's what happens. Tanith, you go in and you give this thing a hug and are saying your lines. And you feel its hands, arms around you as if it is returning the embrace, and then you feel its grip on the back of your neck as it, with just some incredible strength, then picks you up and starts to lift you up, and you hear gunshots ring out. You don't take any harm, Tanith, but you are in some incredible pain as this thing has now is lifting you by the head, basically, up off the ground, not very far, about 6 or 7 inches at the moment.
Tanith will, no, Daisy, don't shoot it. Don't.
She shoots it again.
What kind of gun are you using, Daisy?
Shotgun.
A shotgun.
Oh, Jesus, you gotta kill me too.
I said that I brought one.
Daisy's very good at a shotgun, though.
Yeah, she probably got slugs in it anyways. Deer shot or something.
That'd be a fair assumption, probably.
Hang on. What's deer shot?
It's like slugs but smaller. It's like bigger BBs in the shotgun, just a couple of them as opposed to a whole bunch of them, like a spread shot.
Oh,
It's
that's
like
just fucked up.
A slug or two. And in the midst of this battle, because the creature does take a shot, boom, 2 shots, boom, you shoot it in the back, Daisy. It drops you, Tanith. You don't take any harm, but the creature does turn around and faces off against Daisy, and that's where we're going to end today's episode.
No.
She's just gonna keep like boom, 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 reload. Oh man.
Feel
The
like we're in
doctor's just peeing his pants over there.
Yeah, I feel like we're in a bit over our head at this point now.
That's kind of the way it is with monster battles in KULT.
It's hard to be a murder person.
We have God on our side. We are okay.
Yeah.
It's not doing very much at the minute. You could help a bit more.
I'm loving the
serious?
scene. I was loving the scene where you've got this combat action going on, and then just in this spooky, nasty room, and Tanith in the background yelling out these incantations, sort of ritual things. That's just that was a beautiful scene. Just and fighting.
It's getting
awesome.
Launched around the room.
Yeah, and it is in the heat of that excitement that we've reached the end of our time.
People in the chat are making fun of me for not knowing gun stuff.
Oh, it's okay, Daisy.
Hey,
I'm gonna
Jelly. I'll give you a complete rundown of all the weapons you need to know.
Okay, thank you. Maybe ridicule.
And then after that, there'll be no more ridicule.
Very good. Oh, that was so much fun. Thank you guys. This one's always a short one, but it's such a powerful story. I love it. And I've got to get in a spooky creature the day before Halloween. I was trying to do something kind of spooky for Halloween. So that worked out really well. And now I've already started planning in my head some post-apocalyptic game, and I'm going to make Jaylee reuse Daisy again in a different setting, because I can totally see her in a Mad Max world as well.
Fucking cyborg.
Yes.
Yeah, for sure.
I didn't say anything about shells that shoot flames. I didn't say anything about never running out of shells. I said she reloaded.
I want to be the mad. Yeah.
She reloaded.
I want to be the mad witch. She always reloaded. You never knew when she was going to reload.
She's in action movie mode.
Guns go boom boom.
Oh, you guys are the greatest.
What are they called? The Mad Max ones. She was a gift from all our time. We don't know where she came from, but she was always there. She was a gift, just a gift.
You're too much, man.
Look, Jelly. Sorry, what did you say?
I said, you're too much. You're awesome. Crack me up.
It's great.
All right, so let's
now because of my lack of knowledge.
Oh, it's all right. Let's go around the table and get a quick reaction to today's game. Plug anything you got going on, or don't. Just remind us of who you are. And since she's all frazzled about the guns, we'll start with Jaylee today.
Hello, I'm Jaylee. I play Daisy. Yeah. If you tune in to our Friday Night Manhattan game, my character there doesn't know anything about guns, just like myself. So I'm a part of that. That's a lot of fun. You can also find me on Twitter at Johoy_matey.
Very good. And all right, I'm going to finish with Tana. So let's go over to Dr. Butterwick.
Okay. Yeah. Again, like my description, the last session, stuff happened, escalated very quickly, like always. But yeah, I'm the second gun novice. I know actually zero about guns. I know they exist and they are a thing. But no, today's session was good. Look, can't wait for next week already.
A lot of fun. Well, at least it lets you forget about the flu maybe for a couple hours.
Yeah, just been drinking to try and stop my throat from disintegrating. So
that's good. All right, Tanith, you seem to be the man of the hour. That was too much. We now have an episode with a tattooed penis.
You do, and I want to show this.
Oh, you scared me for half a second there. Oh, the mask. Yes. The creepy.
So this
mask.
will be something that we will give away for. We'll work it out.
I think we're going to do a YouTube subscription or something.
But what I need to say is that, Curtis, I love what you do for us. Thank you very much. Jaylee, Doc, everybody, Kizzy, I can't believe it. You allow me to act. You allow me to act, basically. You give me the freedom to act.
Letting me yell at you. It's not me, it's Daisy.
And I know that, so it makes no difference. So please. Thank you.
We love having you, that's for sure. And we are really enjoying Tanith. He is he's a mystery box. I learn more and more about him every week, and it's fabulous. I had no idea about the tattoo stuff. That was awesome.
Well, I was going to write a backstory, then I thought, no, I'll just let it.
Yeah,
he'll
it's
reveal
good.
it at some point.
Bleed in.
Yeah. It works perfectly, and it works well with this type of game because it's kind of a build as you go.
You don't know how bad I want Daisy to just go and divulge her entire backstory. I want that so bad, but I know that she won't. So you were like, tell me about your daughter. And I was like,
well, have you noticed? I've been trying to push you to do that. I've been like,
it's not going to happen. Give me. Not easily.
I'm going to get your fucking life story out of you.
Oh, it was so much fun. You guys are great, and you are all wonderful actors at this, great role players. Had so much fun with all of you. Thanks again to all of you out there and Helmgast for such a fantastic game. You can check them out at KULTDivinityLost.com. Also, another shout out to Roll20 for being our virtual tabletop and providing us with character sheets that we can click and all that wonderful stuff. Go to our YouTube page. That wonderful mask that Tanith held up, we're trying to devise a giveaway, and I think we're going to do that somehow. We're going to tie that to our YouTube subscription. We're trying to get more and more YouTube subscribers to help build that page. So go to YouTube, subscribe. That is a creepy looking mask, and those of us with the theater backgrounds really like that mask because it means so much more as well. Loved it. So go to the YouTube page and subscribe. We will have some announcements about that mask coming out soon. Let's see. Like and follow on Facebook and Twitter. Join our Discord server. There's always stuff going on. All the links are down below in the doobly-doo, as they like to say. If you'd like to help keep tabletop roleplay theater doing these wonderful things, the best way to do that is through word of mouth. Tell your nerdy friends. Listen to us while you're at work, all that wonderful stuff. Spread the word and show up on our viewer list. If you really want to help get in on the build and help support us financially, you can do that through the Patreon page. We've got some backers there, and that helps keep us alive. So that's always good. Let's see, what have we got going on? It's Halloween tomorrow, and while we were trying to get a Halloween stream, we've got so many good streams going. And so much time. It was just too much time to try to put together a whole new thing for tomorrow. So we actually have Halloween off, but we are surrounded by spooky stories. We had Heartland KULT today. We've got Land of Dark Dreams tonight. Then we're going to let you all eat candy tomorrow, but on Friday night, the horror continues. We're going to bookend Halloween with another KULT, Divinity Lost. Manhattan returns Friday night, and that is that is growing to its climactic conclusion as terrible things have happened. I know, poor Harvey. Anyways,
Poor Harvey.
Go.
No, poor Harvey.
So
Harvey deserves to die.
Check
At
that
least 2
out.
times.
Yeah, on Friday night, and then some more horror Saturday night with Curse of Strahd and DM Lake. So we've got all the spooky stories going on this weekend here at Tabletop Roleplay Theater. Seems like there was something else I wanted to say, and now I don't remember what it is, but that's okay. Thank you, players, again, for coming and playing with me this afternoon. It was so much fun. Thank you, everybody out there, for watching. We do this for you. That's the reason acting is so much fun.
If you wouldn't mind, though, Curtis, there's one thing I'd like to say.
Yes, go for it.
This man, Curtis, is the person that makes all of this possible. This person that you see here with the dark sunglasses and the immaculately groomed beard is the mother of all of this stuff that you see. So, thank you.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
Thank you, Curtis.
I don't know what to say now. No, I'm humbled. Thank you, Tana. Thank you, players. I love it. It's for the love of all of this that we do. Anyways, thank you. I appreciate it. Let's see. I want to give a final shout out as to each of you, the ones who watch, the ones out there who help pay the bills, the ones who help create, the ones like I have here who help perform and make all of these wonderful stories come to life. All of you who support independent creative work, we thank all of you. And thanks again for watching. And because I know it is out there somewhere, well, definitely where Dr. Robert Butterwick is. From all of us here at TTRP Theater to you out there, we say good night, sweet dreams, and we love you.
Good night.
Say it.
Say it, Doc.
Bye.
Say it, Doc.
Have a good night.
We
No,
love you.
say I love
Already.
you. Say I love you. Say it. Say it. Say it.
I
say it.
appreciate